Today on GunDoctorT.V, we are disassembling the Maverick JS-9mm. What is up, YouTube? Kentucky Gun Doctor here. We are back with a brand new disassembly. Today we're going to be disassembling the Maverick JS-9mm by Stallard Arms. First step in disassembling this gun, you're going to want to make sure it's clear. After you've done a chamber check, you're going to look to the safety notch. To disassemble, you pull it back until you see this pin. When it reveals the pin, that's exactly where you need to be to knock the pin out. Now this slide is slotted on both sides, just for that reason. So we're going to go ahead and knock this pin out. What I do to knock this pin out is I slide the slide back and I fit the properly fitted punch in the hole. And that keeps the slide locked back. And then I take my hammer and knock said pin out. Now the gun's not going to fly apart just yet. Now to continue disassembly, you pull back slightly, lift up on the slide, and let it come off the mounted barrel. Your recoil spring is going to be hanging free out the front. Just remove that, set it to the side. This is the part that actually holds the slide on the barrel. This is the slide retainer, and it also acts as a retainer for the firing pin spring. Take that out, set it to the side. Now, real quick, how this works is this sits down in this hole, and that retainer pin goes across and sets in this groove here, and that keeps it from moving. You'll notice that this barrel isn't like a lot of other barrels, like for other semi-autos, how it cams down and cams up in order for it to load a shelled battery. To continue disassembly, we're going to remove the grips. And that's done with a small Allen key. Okay, once that screw is removed, you can take off the side plate, the grip plate I mean. You notice that that's a really cheap, thin piece of plastic, so it can be broken in this stage, so set it somewhere safe. And then we come to the safety. That's not held in by any pins, it just cams in this hole right here. It's got a slot cut in, and that blocks the sear assembly from going down when it's up in the safe position. When it's down, the sear moves freely. Just take that out, set it to the side. Now I flip it over to the other side, and we remove this grip. With that grip removed, you move up to the trigger assembly, the sear cam, and the sear assembly. Now how this works is when the trigger assembly is pushed back, the sear cam and the trigger make contact. Well, normally with the slide on here, this would cam down this direction, pulling the sear assembly down. Now, with this thin metal, this part right here can round off, and over time, you'll just pull the trigger and nothing will happen. It'll just slide right off. To remove that, press down on the sear assembly because it will go flying because it's under spring tension. Sear can comes off, just set that to the side. Sear assembly lifts out, and there's a spring, so take note of that. Okay, from here, we can remove the barrel by removing these two pins. Okay, set those two pins to the side, and this barrel lifts right out of the lug hole. Now if you ever go to replace this barrel, and you may need to eventually, because this is actually a metal barrel and an aluminum sleeve, and you can see that right there where the two meet. So this part can be damaged fairly easily. There are two different barrels they make for this. One has a lug up front, an extra lug, and the pinholes are also a different diameter. I believe they're larger on the one with the lug. Okay, the next part you can remove is the magazine retainer clip, which right here normally. This one's broken on this gun, so to remove it, you just simply knock this pin out. I mean, this gun, there's only like 24 parts, 28 parts, something like that. So there's not a lot to the gun. And that's plastic, and that can break very easily. You can get replacements on Maverick, Gun Parts Core, places like that. But yeah, it's plastic, so it's prone to breaking. The only other thing to remove is the trigger. I'm going to leave that in, but to remove it, you just knock this pin out and it comes out this hole right here.
That's going to do it for this video. If you enjoyed, be sure to drop a like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to see me do a review of this gun, just let me know down in the comments. Until next time, stay safe and keep shooting, America.